No? Was I Sharpay? It was like, sorry. Anywho's, hello guys, my name is Kelly Ohgee. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm on your screen right now, so hello to you, and thank you for having me on your screen. I know some of you are probably like, okay, who is this girl? Why am I watching her? What does she do? So if you really want to find out, you could watch my YouTube, or you could check out my Instagram right there, or my Twitter right there. My Instagram, I love to just be super honest and open about social media and just life in general and just how crazy my life is. I feel like social media should be known to show you the ups and the downs, not just the ups. And my Twitter, I just love to state my honest opinions. Sometimes it's just motivational stuff. It just depends. But anywho's, regardless of all that, today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how to actually look at a chart as a beginner, the fastest you've probably ever seen it, and the most valuable you'll probably ever see it. So a lot of people will show you supply and demand, support and resistance. They'll show you a whole bunch of strategies, but they don't actually tell you how you get to those strategies. Like, they don't actually break down the first time I'm looking at a chart, what am I actually staring at? And so many people have that. They know technical analysis works, but they don't know how to look at a chart. So today I'm going to break down the easiest way for you to look at a chart and get your strategy going. And then I'm going to break down some retail, institutional strategies, whatever it is, very, very quickly. So if you don't mind me, let's get into the video, guys. Let's do it. My name is Kelly Ohgee. I'm a 20-year-old CEO, entrepreneur, and investor. In 2020, I was 18 without $1 in my bank account, and a year later, I became a multi-millionaire at the age of 19. I've been blessed to be able to travel and get to teach a lot of your favorite athletes and celebrities how to leverage their cash and turn into active capital. And I'm hoping I can do the same for you, so stick around and let's get to the money. Long gone are the days of copy pasting, because the truth is, when I go on this trip to Dubai in a week and I can't trade because the time zone's completely different, I don't want you to be thrown off because you can't trade either. I want you to say, well, Kelly's in Dubai, but that doesn't matter because I know how to trade, because I've learned how to trade by myself, and I'm gonna be a very successful trader by myself. So if you want to join my group, link is in the description. But without further ado, let's go. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to tradingview.com. That is where all the best traders trade off of. If they're not trading off TradingView, I'm sorry, but they're not valid. I'm just playing. You can be valid too. You didn't hear that from me. But anywho's, so when I go to TradingView, as y'all saw, I pressed Chart Plus. That just means I want to chart. And the first thing I'm going to do right here is I'm looking at SPY. That is the S&P 500 ETF. It doesn't matter. You can look at absolutely any stock that you want, any currency, any crypto, whatever. But as you can see, it's on my watch list. I just like trading SPY. The first step you're going to take when it comes to looking at a chart is you're going to start at the higher time frames and you're going to scale down. But before you start on the higher time frames, you have to decide, am I going to be trading this long term? Am I going to be swing trading, or am I going to be day trading? If you're swing trading, I personally like looking at, it depends on how long, but the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute for entry. 15-minute would be your entry for swings. Now, if you are day trading, I like the 1 day, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, and then the 5-minute for entry. Now, you can scale down a little bit more. I know some people that do. It just depends on you. And then if you're a long term, I mean, you're looking at the 1 month, 1 week, 1 day for entry. So, anywho's, right now, I'm going to do it based off of a day trading type of view. You can literally trade for 30 minutes, make your money, get out. And it's just kind of what I'm used to. And in this market, I don't recommend swinging because it is so volatile. 1 second it's up, the next second everybody's portfolio is beneath the ground. So as I was saying, I'm going to start with the 1 day time frame. And the first thing I'm going to identify is the overall trend. Let me go ahead and remove these drawings. So as you can see, as we are looking here, if I was to get this line right here, and let me move this up a little bit more so y'all can see it. I'm going to go ahead and notice that this is on a downtrend. We are forming lower lows and lower highs. Price keeps going lower and lower. So we are on a downtrend. So you know overall your sentiment is going to be bearish. So now I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. And on the 1 hour, as I'm looking at this as well, we're still bearish. So at this point, you're only looking to play puts. And I'm going to adjust this a little bit because I know it looked kind of ugly. You're still going to be looking to play puts. What we're probably going to see price do is come back up here and retest this 395 level that we can see. So it's going to just go like this. And I'm just going to do that to test this 395 level because that's where our trend line tops at. And now we're going to go to the 15-minute, and it's the same exact thing. You can still see right here, if I put this again, we are on a downtrend, and I'm going to move this out the way so you can see it. So price on the 15-minute is probably going to come right here. So now if you look on the 5-minute, which would probably be your entry, you're probably going to say, okay, price is still coming here. Now on the 5-minute, what's crazy though, is you can see we are on an uptrend, which would validate our sentiment that price is going to continue to go up before rejecting right there. Okay, now I'm going to remove all these drawings. Remember, I'm trying to make this fast, so please stay with me. You're going to learn a lot by the end of this video. So now the first thing I'm going to look at, I'm going to stay on the 5-minute because I'm looking for an entry, and boom, I see that we're on this uptrend. But I want you to notice that, remember, actually, let me go back to this. We're going to see price potentially coming right here. And then if we zoom back out, going to our 15, all I'm doing is bringing back the trend line I had before, nothing crazy. So I don't want you to think, what did Kelly just do? We're just going back to this trend line that we previously had. And all you're going to see right here as I go back to the 5-minute, sorry, is we're now going to see price probably come back to test here before shooting back up. So we're probably going to come down, touch this uptrend, and then shoot up to where the downtrend resistance is. So that's all you're looking for. You're just looking at what is the overall trend. That is our step one. Now, as we identify our overall trend, we're going to also notice that we have support and resistance. So support is the floor, right? It's where everything kind of bounces off of, and resistance is the ceiling. It's kind of like when you hit it, you fall back down. So if we look right here, we will see that we have resistance. And actually, one thing I'm going to teach you guys that I learned when I was first learning how to trade is that support and resistance is actually an area. So I'm going to do a rectangle. So for the most part, price is going to come right here. I would call this resistance because price is rejecting there. As you can see, every time the price goes right there, it comes here and then it falls down, and then it comes here, then it falls down, then it comes here, then it falls down, as you can see. So then we're going to look for support. So where does price kind of bounce off of? So as you can see, before it was around this area, price likes to bounce here. It broke down a little bit more. You could use that as your low, and that's actually something you'll want to identify, is what is my highest point, which would be right here, and what would be my lowest point, which I'm going to do right here. And instead, I'm going to remove this orange thing. So as you can see, you have your high and your low. So this is the area you're kind of looking at. We're looking at price to potentially retest this resistance, meaning it's going to come back down and then go up. And then if it breaks through this resistance, it could go to this support and bounce back up. So that is literally, I kid you not, how simple it is. Again, all we're going to do is we're going to identify our trend. Remember, on the 5-minute, we're on an uptrend. If we go to the 15-minute, we are on a downtrend right there. So we know, okay, price is probably going to come up here. I'm going to go back to the 5-minute time frame just to show you that. It'll come test this support and then go hit this resistance. And I kid you not, it is actually that easy. And again, if you want support and resistance to kind of reflect where price actually goes, because it may not always do that, then all you would do is find where price likes to go to and reject, or likes to go to and bounce off of. So just going to put that out there. Now, I did tell you guys, I would tell you how an institutional trader would see this and a retail. You can trade both ways. I'm telling you, I've seen it work for so many people. It doesn't matter. It's all about what works best for you. So a retail trader is obviously going to see, okay, we had a high right here. So as you can see, price had a high. Notice that right here at this green, price never broke this high. Price never broke this still red high, but then price broke it. And if you watch my gap fill video, then you will know that this right here is a gap fill. And now that price broke the high, a retail trader would say, price broke the last high. We're going to go fill this gap before anything else happens. We can either come here, and as you can see, this can be seen as support right there. Resistance right there. And then we can come right here, and this can be seen as resistance too. And then price can, come up here as well. And boom, we can see resistance. So they'll say, okay, if price goes up, it'll go down there because that's our resistance. And then remember, we already had our supports marked, which was down here and such. So I'm going to remove those. So basically, again, a retail trader, all they're going to see is price is going to come fill this gap in this area before coming here, or it's going to fill that same gap before continuing on to go up. Whereas what's crazy is an institutional trader will say, okay, well, right here, I see liquidity as price is staying in the same area. And I actually have that marked if I come right here and go to my liquidity. As you can see, liquidity is just money that's kind of sitting, waiting for a move. And then what they would call this section right here is they would call that a liquidity grab. So essentially all the retail traders, so to say, kind of have their stop losses in this area. They're like, if price breaks that high, then we're not going to fall, guys. If price breaks that high, we're going to keep going up. So in order to kick you out and get more money, price is actually going to go ahead and shoot past right here, this area where you'd have liquidity or your resistance before making that giant fall right there. It does it all the time. And just as a bonus, I'll try and look for a quick example to see if I can find one to show you guys, because it does it so much. Okay, so for example, here's one right here. You see price stays in the same area. And for a lot of people, they would say, hey, if price breaks this high right here, if price breaks this high right there, then we're going to shoot up. But instead you see price broke it and then fell down because it wanted to kick you out. But anywho's, that is the basis of the video. I hope when you watch this, you're like, oh my gosh, Kelly, you made it look so easy, because it's supposed to be easy. It takes a lot of hard work, but it shouldn't be too difficult. The reason so many people struggle with trading when they first look at charts is because nobody breaks down how charts actually work and what you would look at. So again, remember, all you have to do, start on the higher time frames, determine what kind of trade you're doing, day trading, swing trading, long term. Start on the higher time frames, then start to scale down as you look for what's the overall trend. And then on top of that, you're going to look for your support and resistance, where it could price potentially go to, and then play your strategy, whether you're an institutional trader, whether you're a retail trader. That's when you start putting everyone's strategies that you've learned into play once you've identified the trend. But anywho's, if you love this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join my group, because I'd love to help you out with more gems. We are so talented in there. We have other amazing admins that are crazy cold traders. They're going to change your trading game, I promise. We're not cheap, but we're the greatest at what we do. Well, I'll say super good. We're super good at what we do, but if we're being biased, we're the greatest. Anywho's, I hope this video helped you. Stay blessed. I love you guys. And you know I end out every video with a prayer. So God, I just ask that every single person that is watching this video is able to take this information and this knowledge and truly store it, that it'll help them, allow them to be better, allow them to be stronger in their trading, more knowledgeable, more wise. And if it's not in their trading, even in their individual lives and anything that they want to pursue. So I just ask that you bless them, protect them, cover them, guide them, and make all of their crooked ways straight. In Jesus' name, amen. Don't forget to subscribe. Seriously, guys. Like, if you don't, I'm gonna cry. But okay. Bye. Mwah. Okay, so it is literally actually 3 a.m. I probably shouldn't be recording this late, but I wanted to give you all the update and the recap of what actually happened with this play. So if you're looking right now, I'm on replay mode. As you can see, we have the trend line and we have the two areas I have price rejecting at. We have the high and the low. So if I go next, as you can see, price breaks the trend line. It gapped down, but it broke the trend line. And one thing I want you to also be able to see, which is super cool, is price perfectly retested this area and literally just dropped. Now I want you to just see how far it dropped. I'm just gonna play it out so you can watch it happen fast. And boom, as you can see, price came right to this 360 area that we had, the very low. It bounced off the low and then boom, comes, retests this level and then breaks it again. So yeah, that's literally what price did today. So like I said, super easy strategy you can use. It's not even really a strategy. It's just a way to look at what the charts are telling you, but you can use it as a strategy too. But anyways, that is it. That's a recap. Goodbye. Y'all, that was a pretty crazy video. Like, I really hope you learned. Let me know in the comments if you want a part 2, because I want to make this as crazy as possible for you. But I gotta let you in on a little secret. So I made a secret YouTube channel and you're gonna have a little bit trouble finding it. It's definitely not right above my head, but if you wanna subscribe, it's gonna be a bunch of behind the scenes footage, a bunch of just YouTube videos that are overall just fun, you know. It may be behind the scenes, it may be me just giving away thousands of dollars for no reason, it may be me giving away money to you, it doesn't matter. Check it out I promise you're not going to want to miss it. It's literally the most genius thing you can do. But yeah, you didn't hear that from me though. If Kelly Ohgee told you that, she didn't. Uncut. All right, this is